Good day everyone. The topic should we discuss is about the information control, the digital rights management. So the digital rights management is the use of technology to manage and control copyrighted material access. Another definition of DRM is taking control of digital content away from the person who possesses it and handing it to a computer program. The DRM aims to protect the copyright holder's right and prevents content from unauthorized distribution and modification. So this technology that falls under the broad category of digital rights management or DRM, as you've probably heard it called, is critical to the ability to protect claims online. So ang kaning digital rights management set ni siya sa hardware and software designed to limit the usage of digital material. Ang purpose ani niya is to defend the copyright holder's right. For example, let us say that you buy a song online. So if that song is not protected by DRM, you can do things like send copies to everyone or remix it. So this is stuff that without digital rights management, you can play it on any machine. Obviously, if you can make copies of it, everybody can experience this and you can share this online. You could distribute it via some sort of music sharing website, and anybody could use it. So the goal of DRM is to shut down some of these things. So mao na siya ang DRM. The goal of this is to secure digital content and the revenue it generates from the owners. And there are some digital rights management techniques: the encryption, serial case or product key or serial key, scrambling, and tag embedding. Wait sa mag-mute ako.
Wilbilin? Encryption is the process of converting data or information in such a way that only authorized parties can understand. Encryption is a means of securing digital data using one or more mathematical techniques along with a password or key used to decrypt the information. The encryption process translates information using an algorithm that makes the original information unreadable. So what is algorithm, DI? So ang algorithm is a set of instructions for solving a problem or accomplishing a task. Next slide. For example, despite the necessity and accessibility of encryption, many organizations still fail to protect sensitive data, according to the Wall Street Journal in May 2018. According to some estimates, only 1/3 of all sensitive company data was encrypted into 2016, leaving the remaining 2/3 vulnerable to theft or fraud. For example, isang mga website nga nagpadala sa mga numero sa credit card o bank account. So kinahanglan kanunay jud nga i-encrypt ang kani nga information aron malikayan lang ang mga pagpangawat o pagpangilad. Okay na.
Serial keys, known also as product key, a series of alphanumeric characters acting as a key to denote that the product or software is original. Product keys consist of a series of numbers and/or letters. This sequence is typically entered by the user during the installation of computer software and is then passed to a verification function in the program. This function manipulates the key sequence according to a mathematical algorithm and attempts to match the result to a set of valid solutions. Serial key is also a combination of numbers and letters that is used to prevent software piracy. A serial key may also be referred to as product key, product ID, activation code, registration key, and so on. This function manipulates the key sequence according to a mathematical algorithm and attempts to match the results to a set of valid solutions. Serial key is an accessibility function that assists people that have difficulty using a keyboard or mouse. They can use special devices such as SIP, puff, and breath switches to provide input to the computer through the serial ports. Next, please. For example, the serial key was created to verify that a person holds a legitimate copy for the program that was purchased and installed. Users are prompted to provide an activation code when installing Windows OS. For example, this is static modern OS version serial key. Another example is while installing Windows OS, users are prompted to enter an activation code. This is nothing but the serial key of the OS version installed. Computer games also use the serial keys to ascertain that the game version has not been copied without authorization.
Scrambling is done to hide sensitive information from unauthorized users. Frederick W. Dinwiddie, 2021, describes the DRM tools and processes that prevent unauthorized use of copyright material. In his article, Copy Protection, these strategies control access by preventing users from making copies of a work. They are typically implemented through encryption, which writes the digital content in a code that can only be read by devices or software with the key to unlock it. This approach is also sometimes referred to as scrambling.
So ang kani nga strategy ang ga-control sa mga users nga maka-access og kopya nga dili ilaha. So ang digital right management gidesign na siya to protect the rights of the copyright holder and prevent unauthorized modification or distribution. Then ang kasagaran pud sa mga digital content creators use a variety of DRM strategies to restrict or control the use of their works. Next slide. For example, digital watermarks, fingerprinting, and copy restricting characteristics such as rootkit software.
Eric, Erica.
Erika.
So next next is tag embedding. So tag embedding is also defined as marks to denote information on the owner of the pictures. It does the same with information content. So another hand, so last siya lain nga define. So according to Tech on the Net, the HTML or embed tag is an HTML element that is used as a container to embed external content such as external application or a browser plugin. The HTML embed tag is used for embedding an external application or interactive content into an HTML document. So ang HTML embed tag is nagrefer ni siya sa links, pictures, videos nga kana bitaw makita nato siya sa social media. Like the same sa Facebook, 'di ba? Ang Facebook pwede ta maka-upload og videos, pwede ta maka-upload og pictures niya, pwede sad ta maka-live. So in ana bitaw siya. So ang embed mugawas ra ni siya if naa kay gi-post bitaw tas naghatag sad siya visual elements nga nag-encourage nato nga dapat nato i-click ang kana nga link. So for example,
Wait sa kilag. Kulog. Uy, wait sa.
ako na lang so for example, mag-embed ka og audio. So sa audio nadera nga kanang HTML then head dayon title of the document, title sa audio nga imong i-attach. Dayon balik na siya sa head, then sa body, then embed type, may butang yung mga to audio dot
Kalog, uy,
or
grabe, wala nakita.
mpeg or then src sa build/audio flash audio.mp3. So ang width kay 200. So ang height ana 100. So balik siya sa body of HTML. So kanang ini-click ni mo na then mahuman na ka og type sa imong kailangan nga i-process sa procedure nga nakabutang. Then inighuman nimo og enter ana mogawas na dayon ang audio nga imong ganahan nga ipabutang. So there are other examples of the embed tag. So there are embed tags sa video, then nasa siya embed tag sa pictures or for the document type sad.
So kay nilag man ako ang laptop. So mo na siyang digital rights management. Ang digital rights management encrypts stuff and requires users to meet certain criteria before decrypting it.